I have the Pixel 8 here, and today I'll be showing you the two things that you need to set up so that restrictive banking apps will work again on this device, even when it has been rooted with Magisk. This will help fix banking apps on the base model that I have here, but it will also work on the larger Google Pixel 8 Pro as well. I'll be using the SNB mobile app as an example here, but this will work with just about any of those stubborn banking apps that error out or force close on a rooted Pixel 8 series device. So you can see that we do have Magisk installed, and currently our SNB mobile banking app just refuses to work. Instead of giving us an error message, it just stops responding and force closes. And that's because the SNB mobile app is detecting that we have Magisk installed. And after this video, we'll be able to use banking apps like this again. So the first thing that you must do is get the smartphone to pass a SafetyNet test successfully. Now there are some free apps that will do this check for you and then show you the result, like this one or this one. And we simply need to run the test to check if our phone is passing SafetyNet tests. If you are failing these tests, then you will need to watch a video that's already up on my channel and follow all of the steps that I mentioned there. I'll be sure to include a link to that complete guide down in the video description below. And once you complete that process, as I did here, your phone will be passing these SafetyNet tests again. So when that is done and you are able to pass these tests, then you can come back here and follow the rest of this video. As you have already seen, even though we're passing SafetyNet checks, we still can't use some of these more stubborn banking apps. Now, if that is the case for you, that means we need to go into the Magisk application to make a few other changes. So we're going to open up Magisk, and then we're going to want to tap on the gear icon at the top right to bring us to the settings area. From here, you will want to scroll down a little bit until you see the Magisk section. And you're going to want to tap on the Enforce DenyList toggle. We need to make sure that Enforce DenyList is enabled. So tap it so that the toggle looks blue or whatever your material you color is, and that it is to the right. Then you'll want to configure the DenyList. So we're going to tap on that. And then you're going to want to scroll through this list of apps until you find one of those stubborn banking apps that you're currently having issues with. Since we are using the SNB mobile banking app as our example here today, we have found that app in the list, and you're going to want to tap on the app name to expand it. Different apps are set up differently, so some banking apps will have 3 services like this, some may just have 1 or 2, and others may have 4 or 5 or 6, or however it was developed. Now we're going to want to tap on the checkbox for our SNB mobile, again, or whatever app you're having issues with. And you're going to want to make sure that all of the services are enabled as well. So by default, you're likely going to see something like this, where only the top service is enabled. And you're going to want to make sure that we tap the toggle for all of the services under this app for it to work. With that done, we're going to bring up the power menu and then reboot our Google Pixel 8 or Pixel 8 Pro for the changes to take effect. The boot up process is likely going to be exactly the same as you are used to, since we technically haven't done anything that will make it take longer or shorter to boot up. And once the smartphone has booted back into Android, we're going to check out that SNB banking app again. So we are booted back up. And now we're going to launch that SMB mobile app. And if everything was set up correctly, you should see it launch and work correctly instead of force closing or giving an error message like you saw before. So after a little bit of tinkering, you will be able to get just about every stubborn banking app working again, even though your phone or tablet has been rooted with Magisk. Now let me know if you end up running into any issues with this guide, or if you have found a banking app that this does not fix. There will inevitably be some that use more clever ways of detecting Magisk, which will always be a cat and mouse game with the Android community. But usually there's always a way to work around these types of issues. So hopefully I will be able to help anyone having trouble with a specific app by pointing them in the right direction.